Hello again. I have a new repair I need to do on my Porsche. The last couple of times I tried to start it, I hear a really bad sound from what I think is the starter, and then usually it takes 2 or 3 attempts to fix it. So I have ordered a new starter and I will now try and start the car again and get it up so I can change the part. I took a little video from inside the car last time I tried to start it, so you can hear how it sounded. And now I'll take a video from the outside, so hopefully you can hear how it sounds when the starter is failing. So we start with undoing the battery. You can see the new starter here, so we can kind of see what kind of terminals it has. Detached from 2 different places, and it's connected with an M6 and M8 bolt for the power. This is an Bosch unit, so it's basically the same as OEM, but with a different part number. So I have let the car sit for a little while now, so that the engine and exhaust is cool, and we can just slide underneath there. And if you go on the right side of the car, under or over the axle, you can see the starter here, and up here is the connection points. So then it should be just to slide off this plastic thing. I have to figure out if it's attached, and then unscrew the two bolts. I'll try and film, but it might be difficult because of how tight it is and the angle. Okay, the protective cap just slid off, and you can see the 2 connection points here. I have to get a pipe because it's too tight for this. Just enough room to loosen it. So the M6 bolt is 10mm pipe or socket, and M8 is 13. Then it's the actual starter we have to loosen. You can easily see that there's 1 bolt here, and the other one is the big problem. You have to make various extensions and have it on top. So I've sprayed penetration oil to loosen this, but I haven't really been able to do that with the top bolt, so hopefully it's not too stuck. So now I just used a wrench, 15mm. The bolt is M10. And then I have to figure out how to reach the top one. I don't think I can even feel it. Oh, I can feel it. It's basically, yeah, you have to just stretch your arms up here, then you can feel it on top. On the repair manual, it actually says to use a socket wrench, 15mm, universal joint, 2 short extension, and a cross handle ratchet. So I'll make something in the lines of that. Alright, this was just a bigger pain as I feared. So I ended up using a long extension on the top with an angle, and then attaching my longest extension here and kind of making it an angle so I can reach. But I felt it give, so hopefully I think I managed to loosen it. I can't really see anything, and it's kind of hard to get a mirror up, so I'm just kind of taking it by feel for now and then see if I can make it work. Alright, both bolts are out. I just did the rest by hand. So now I have to try and get the motor out. The biggest opening is here, so you basically have to try and twist it through here. There's a small slot here that fits a screwdriver, so hopefully that will kind of make it pop out. It's definitely pretty stuck in there. So after prying with a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver a little bit, then it just popped out eventually. So now it's loose and hanging over here. Alright, there we go. Out. We have the old one and the new one. It looks like I got the right part at least, and it looks like this one is about ready to be changed out. Get some play in them. Alright, time to put the new one back in. There was a little bit of kind of corrosion buildup around the edge of where the starter motor attaches to the engine. So I sanded it a little bit and put up some cover paste to make sure the contact surface is nice and even and clean. And now it's time to put the starter motor back. See if I can manage to get it in somehow. Preferably without dropping it on my head. Recommend wearing protective goggles doing this so you don't drop tons of crap in your face. Okay. This was actually a lot easier than I thought. So far. Okay. You just have to make sure the thing sticking out is on the left side of the, or thinnest part of the axle. Then you can just get up there and twist it once it's up. Okay, the bottom part was actually super easy. Now comes the hard part. It's completely impossible to film, so you kind of just have to stick your arm there and feel where the bolt hole is and attach it there. So I managed to put my arms in there, putting first one long extension and the bolt in there, then another long extension here. So now I hand tighten it, and I will go and try and find the torque wrench, and I'll use one hand to kind of hold it in place and the other one to torque it. Not sure how exact or precise the torque setting is going to be because of the joint, but I'll do my best at least. The 2 bolts holding the starter motor is torqued to 46 Newton meter each. Well, hopefully it works. It's kind of impossible to know what you're actually torquing. Bottom one, it's a lot easier to get to. Yeah. Okay, then the starter motor is attached. Then you have the 3 wires to attach. Sand them a little bit first. Start with the one with the 2 leads on. Can't really put them in the wrong place. And then the 1 lead on top. The minus is in place. And you torque it to 6.5 Newton. Then you put the 2 plus leads on, and you can't really attach any of them the wrong way because the metal leads is kind of shaped in a way where they can only fit the starter in a certain way, because on the starter there's some plastic pieces that fits, or basically make the leads fit perfectly. So now the 2 leads are on, the bolt is on, and then you torque it to 15 Newton meters. All right, small one to 6.5, big one to 15, and it should look like this. And the only thing left is to put the protective plastic cover back on. I slid the plastic cover back on, and it goes over the solenoid. It's really only one way cam fit, so it was actually pretty easy to just slide it onto, and now everything is connected and torqued correctly. So now I just have to connect the battery and see if it actually starts properly again. Alright, that was amazing. Fired straight up and no sounds at all. Please like and subscribe, it helps a lot. Project completed.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.